Hi Star Wars fans and collectors, it's me Jedi Master Now, back again with another Star Wars video. In today's video, what I'm going to talk about today is the upcoming live action Star Wars TV show called The Mandalorian. What we're going to do in this Star Wars video is obviously just talk about what The Mandalorian is going to be about, what era of Star Wars this is going to be set, and we're going to take a look at a teaser trailer that was not released by Star Wars, but a fan managed to capture this on his phone and record it and put it on YouTube, so people who weren't exclusively able to go to that particular panel of The Mandalorian, only them managed to see a sneak peek and that teaser trailer. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show viewers who haven't seen it and give you my personal feedback on what this is about. So I'm just going to give you and read you an overview on what The Mandalorian TV show is about, if you don't already know what The Mandalorian TV show is about. The Mandalorian TV show will be shown on the streaming service Disney Plus in November. It's a highly anticipated live action Star Wars TV show that's going to be produced for the first time. Also, it states that The Mandalorian, as I said, is the first live action Star Wars TV shows and will focus on a band of mercenaries. If you're not aware of what these mercenaries are about, Mandalorians are a group responsible for the legendary character and bounty hunter Boba Fett, and also Jango Fett as well. It also mentions that the first short bit of footage showed at the main character in this Mandalorian TV show is we see him walking across a long platform on an ice planet looking for a target. The footage then shifts to lots of behind scenes videos, including cool images and cool things being shown as well, such as lizard creatures called a dewback, as seen in the original Star Wars. It states that they are a favoured mode of transport for stormtroopers. The lizard creature will feature in The Mandalorian as well, from A New Hope, the big green lizard that we see in there. Executive producer Jon Favreau has mentioned that he expects to see a lot of new species, races and starships in the Mandalorian TV show. Along with fellow producer Dave Filoni as part of the panel at Star Wars Celebration, they revealed that the show is set 5 years after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. That means we'll see the Star Wars universe at a time where the Empire is struggling to maintain control after the defeat at the end of Episode 6, the Battle of Endor. It's stated here, and I'll put a question mark as well, could we see a return of Boba Fett? Obviously we know he got killed in the Sarlacc pit, but apparently people or him could have survived it in Return of the Jedi. Could the Mandalorian be Boba Fett all along, but with new armour? Only time will tell. Pedro Pascal, who plays the Mandalorian, also joined the panel at Star Wars Celebration, but obviously was pretty secretive about what we can expect in the upcoming TV show as well. The Mandalorian is a mysterious lone gunfighter in the outer reaches of the galaxy. He said some might say he's a questionable moral character. So that's just a brief thing that I've written today about The Mandalorian. And got some, I wrote a bit of it and I managed to get some information off the internet as well. So what I'm going to do for you now is I'm just going to show you the teaser trailer with behind the scenes footage and a small footage from The Mandalorian, and I'm going to give you my personal feedback on it. So let's take a look at it.
For the first time is the live-action Star Wars series. Takes place about 5 years after the Return of the Jedi.
The series follows a Mandalorian.
This new character is a gunfighter, a bounty hunter, a citizen of the underworld on the outer reaches of the galaxy. It starts off with him just hunting down quarries, making his money. This is a character you've never met before, in a period of time that you've never seen.
There's just an aesthetic to the Mandalorian that is extremely powerful, mysterious. This armor that harkens to medieval knights. He's relatable. We're all kind of covered in our own armor.
Here we are, day 3.
Start a little bit back and then move into that position.
In terms of the directors, I think John chose the team really, really well.
Here we go!
Obviously Dave, Bryce, Deborah, Rick, and then Taika.
Different voices and personalities that each of the filmmakers were bringing to the table and wanted to bring that to the world of Star Wars.
Everybody's point of view is sort of involved in the story.
This series offers the opportunity to introduce new planets, new races and species, new starships. However, we wanted to feel completely connected and familiar.
It's truly an adventure, a Star Wars adventure.
It has the heart that Star Wars has always been about.
It will feel gritty, it will feel real.
But anybody could sit down in their seat and watch and enjoy.
So that was the Mandalorian teaser trailer that's not been released by the official Star Wars website and YouTube channel and all that lot. But what I can tell you is, as I stated in that, and also as the video stated, there's new aliens, new creatures, new spaceships. We saw George Lucas on the set of The Mandalorian as well, alongside Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. One thing I did notice, and you probably noticed it as well, the Mandalorian's rifle that Pedro Pascal plays in this live action TV show is a rifle that we've seen before in the Star Wars universe, but only with the animated debut Boba Fett figure that was released as part of the 30th anniversary collection back in the day. Obviously, whether that's going to be an iconic rifle in the Star Wars universe and in this live action Star Wars TV show, only time will tell. As you've seen, it looks fine so far. I believe they will be doing 8 episodes this season. Whether it will be continuing for another season, I'm not entirely too sure, but all I know is to be released in November. 8 episodes have been announced. I've checked on the Star Wars Wikipedia page and everything. But new aliens, new creatures look really good. It's going to show you how the Empire is struggling and how the Empire is coping after the events of the events of Return of the Jedi. Also, you know, Palpatine is so-called dead in that, but obviously if you watch the Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker trailer, you hear his laugh at the end, so it's a question if he is alive or if it's another clone or something. But The Mandalorian has got things to offer, whether we see familiar characters that we've seen throughout the Star Wars universe throughout Episode 4, 5 and 6, but then again, as I said, time will tell. But The Mandalorian does look good. As part of False Friday as well, there'll be Mandalorian products released at the time alongside The Rise of Skywalker and I think some other products as well, the Clone Wars figures as well. But The Mandalorian does look good. It's as I said, the first live action Star Wars TV show that we're ever going to see, and hopefully it's going to be a good one. So thank you very much for taking time to watch this video. I know it's not the most luxurious and great video in the world and everything, but I just gave you an overview on what The Mandalorian is going to be like and my personal opinion about it, whether the characters are going to be like, say, I don't know, well-known characters in the Star Wars universe. Obviously the reaction of the fans has been well. the announcement of the cast as well, and the panel as well. So like I said, only time will tell. The poster looks good, the character seems okay, but as I said, only time will tell, and we'll see what the Mandalorian TV show has to offer. So thank you very much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook, Instagram and all my other social media platforms, and as always, take care, look after yourself, and may the Force be with you.